Hey everyone, so this video is for individuals who just love meat. You know, when it comes to even hearing about veganism or being on a plant-based diet, it's like, it's disgusting, right? This is, if that's you, this video is for you, all right? Now, what I'm doing is a high protein, meat lovers, vegan tofu scramble, okay? This prep I'm going to make is going to look like the real deal, like real beef crumbles, real eggs, but the difference is that this is all 100% plant-based, and you're going to get all the protein you need. And the next best thing is that this is going to be really fast, really easy, and really quick to make. So let's go ahead and start right now. Now, everything that I'm doing is going to be in real time. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and warm up an iron skillet and go ahead and get our ingredients, okay? So, one of the things I like to do when getting a lot of protein in a plant-based diet is get certain foods that's really high in protein. Also, that's macro-friendly. So the first thing we're going to do is use no evil foods, okay? But we're going to do the No Evil Foods Stallion, which is like their sausage links, okay? This is 100% plant-based, and when it comes to the macronutrients, we're looking at only about 25 grams of protein, okay? 1 gram of fat, and also 10 grams of carbs. So this is also super macro-friendly. Next is Trader Joe's Extra Firm Tofu. This whole block we're looking at is about 70 grams of protein, and the last thing we need is this right here, beefless ground crumbles, okay? This is all plant-based again. This is almost about 53 to 54 grams of protein, all right? Now, since this is on heat, we're gonna go ahead and open everything up and start adding in the ingredients. So what I like to do is go ahead, open this up really fast. Pour the water inside the skillet, okay? Because you don't need to use oil for this meal prep, okay? No oil is needed, okay? And what we're going to do is go ahead and chop this into blocks, because we want to make it easy to smash it together to make it into a scramble, okay? So that's the first thing you want to do. Make it into small pieces so it's easy to smash it down, all right? And what we're going to use to smash it, go ahead and take a little bite, is a potato smasher, okay? It's the fastest way to make this into crumbles. And the thing about the tofu scramble is that this is going to give that scrambled egg illusion, okay? And the best thing about with tofu is that this goes with any type of it can absorb any type of seasonings, okay, or flavors. So whatever it tastes like, that's what's going to taste. And as you saw, I ate this plain. I took the try plain. It really doesn't taste like anything, okay? Now, with that done, next thing we're going to do is go ahead and use one link, okay? One link, all right? And we're going to go ahead and add that in there. Going to chop this in slices. And go ahead and add that in there, okay? And the last thing, the beefless crumbles, okay? Go ahead and open that. Throw that in there, all right? Next, what we're going to do is go ahead and add our seasonings, okay? So for seasoning, we're going to use liquid aminos, okay? You want to pour some of that in there, especially on the tofu. All right. Next is some nutritional yeast. This is where you're going to get your B12s from, okay? Pour some of that in there. Next, we're going to use some garlic medium hot sauce. This is to give it some flavor. All right. And I like adding some hot sauce to my dishes just because, not because I like the flavor, but also it helps with fat loss. Okay. Spicy foods actually helps with fat loss. All right. Next thing we're going to use is some turmeric. All right. This is going to give the tofu the egg color. Okay. And we're going to sprinkle some of that on here. The best thing about turmeric is that it's also an anti-inflammatory. So this is actually really good for individuals that work out and they get that muscle soreness, that muscle pain. That's going to help with the inflammation, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and put everything away and then grab some more stuff, all right? So we're going to grab some mushrooms, okay? And do a handful of mushrooms. So that handful of mushrooms is going to be almost equivalent to a cup, okay? Rinse off the mushrooms. These are already pre-chopped, and mushrooms actually help with getting your vitamin D, okay? If you're not getting a lot of sun, definitely start consuming more mushrooms, all right? Next, give it that cheddar taste. We're going to add 1 slice of Veal Life cheddar cheese, all right? This is all 100% vegan, all right? All plant-based, and this is definitely one of my favorite cheeses to use when it comes to like the alternative cheese. It's called Veal Life cheese. Looks just like this, all right? Next is some garlic, all right? Garlic goes great with everything, all right? For some reason, anytime you add garlic into anything, it just makes everything taste a lot better. So we're going to use some of our miced up garlic, and this is the one I use, all right? All organic. Next, we're going to use about 6 grape tomatoes, okay? Baby grape tomatoes. Go ahead and chop that in there. And actually, when it comes to nutrients of tomatoes, the nutrients actually get better when it's cooked, okay? So cooked tomatoes is really good to have. Then grab 2 more. And then what we're going to do is chop up some onions and also add some spinach. Let me go ahead and add the spinach now, since that's out. Break this apart. Just do it caveman style. And we're going to add about at least 1 cup of spinach, all right? Spinach is really high in vitamin A. So that's about 1 cup right there, all right? And then we're going to add in some onions, okay? And I'm using a yellow onion, okay? This is already kind of cut up for me. This is about going to be like a 1/2 cup. Add that in there. All right. Now, the best thing about this dish is that I already added everything together, and the only thing I need to do now is just mix it up and just let it warm up, okay? And especially want to get the frozen spinach near the bottom of the pan, so that can go ahead and warm up, because everything else, you want that to defrost first, okay? Because with everything else, it just needs to warm up and cook it just a tiny bit, okay? But that's pretty much it when it comes to this meal. Now what we're going to do is go ahead, place that in here, cover, I'm gonna put the heat up just a tiny bit to like a 5, so this can warm up a lot faster. And now while we wait, what I'm gonna do is take you off here, and we're gonna go ahead and use Myfitnesspal, okay? So when doing Myfitnesspal, we're gonna go ahead and log everything in, okay? So we can see exactly what we're getting, all right? So what we're gonna do now is use Myfitnesspal. So we're gonna go to the diary, okay? And go ahead and plug everything in for today. So it goes just like that. I'm gonna type in my tofu. All right, and we're using this one, 70 grams, plug that in, all right. Next is the onions, about half a cup. Mushrooms, let me go ahead and delete this. This is what I had this morning. Well, I just want to do this for this video. Then we had the No Evil Foods, the Stallion, okay? And this is what I do, okay? This is how I keep track everything what I'm consuming right here. And then next will be the tomatoes, right? 6 of those. Then after that, we did the beefless crumbles. That's going to be about 6 servings. That's the whole packet, 54 grams of protein. All right. And the last thing, oh, 2 more things. The spinach, frozen spinach by Trader Joe's, 1 cup. Then the last thing is going to be, we did that tomato, stallion, white mushrooms, onions. Let's just check one more time just in case I'm missing anything. I don't think so. Oh, veal life cheese. So let's add in that veal life cheese. About 1 slice. Okay, so in total, right, this one dish overall, we're looking at 154 grams of protein, 58 grams of carbs, 37 grams of fat. And then when we go down to the micronutrients, look at how much potassium we're getting. We're almost getting all the potassium we need for the day. We're getting more than enough vitamin A, tons of vitamin C, same thing with the calcium and iron. So that's the best thing about this meal prep, because it's so high in protein, and the other nutrients are really good, like especially if you're trying to do for fat loss. Like the other nutrients, like the carbs and the fat, are really low. So this is really good, especially for the ones that love meat and they're trying to, they want some type of alternative that's 10 times better. I'm telling you, this is it right here, okay? And what I like to add is, look how easy it is to prep. Look how fast it already is. The time I went ahead and plugged everything in, the dish is pretty much almost done, okay? And look at that. This does not look like a vegan meal, but it is. It definitely is. And I think we just need to do it for a little bit more, just a couple more minutes, all right? But look at that. It's super fast, super easy. And what you can do, definitely what you can do is you can split the meals. This is like two to three different meals right here. Just this alone. You can make 2 or 3 different meals with this whole portion to cover majority of your goals, you know. And I know a lot of people out there, you know, some of their protein goals is probably at 150 or even less. So like I said, this dish right here, you can definitely make it at home and probably hit most of your macronutrients right there, and then with, if you have other macronutrients goals, like when it comes to your carbs and fat, you know, that's when you can look at other carbohydrate and fatty foods. Like when it comes to fats, your nuts and seeds, and when it comes to your carbohydrates, maybe some more fruits and vegetables that you want to add in. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, put y'all on the tripod, and we're just going to wait just a little bit more for this to warm up, okay? But definitely, if we're looking at average cook time, about 15 minutes, because I did talk a little bit in the beginning, but literally about 15 minutes, if not more than 20 minutes, okay, to really prep this. So now, checking again, everything seems pretty legit. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and try it and place it in my bowl, okay? Yep, everything's pretty much done. So, this is my bowl. Go ahead and get my meal right here. Everything has melted and defrosted. So, this is it, you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, because I'm about to eat, but this is my high protein meat lovers tofu vegan scramble meal prep, all right? And with that said, hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Delicious, super delicious.